Voila, Motivation Monday. And so talk about what you can do with your business plans and bring you to fruition with us this morning. Amaka, Bobby-Umeano, great to have you join us this fine morning. Happy New Year. We missed you last week.
And 2 weeks ago.
So what did you get up to?
Trying to get enough Christmas rice.
So where did you spend your Christmas? Tell us.
Well, I was all over the place. Down east, Enugu, Oka, name it.
Oh, you were traveling everywhere.
Oh, yes.
And then you're aggregating all the
Business
ideas,
with
right?
pleasure. You know.
Oh,
Agreed all
really?
the-
So you made some money over the holidays?
Oh, yeah.
We
You
made some
are
plans,
my
right?
inspiration.
Well, you made plans, right?
Oh, yeah, sure.
Okay.
No time to check time. That's the latest thing that's saying. I heard it.
No time to check.
So no slowing down, especially when the new year is coming up. Just hit it. Like keep walking, keep moving, keep doing what you are doing while having fun. Though.
This ties in perfectly to what we're talking about today.
Okay, and talking about making plans, the new year is here. The second Monday of 2008. Oh, that means we saw last year.
And 18.
Yeah,
We saw last
Happy
year.
New Year! It's been a long time we saw her.
Oh yeah.
2017
Oh
is
yeah.
The whole year has gone by.
All right. So hit us.
All
What
the
sort
same.
of plans you think people should make this year and get them done as quickly as possible? We've been having a discussion around this for the last week into this week, and then I'm sure you can help throw some more perspective into this.
Yeah, make a plan with yourself for your business, for your career, for your education, because sometimes too, that one is kept aside, but of course, it's a gradual process as you're graduating, getting into the workforce, and then someone asks, where is the work these days? So begin to have that entrepreneurial spirit from your school, so that by the time you graduate, with or without paid employment, you're good to go. You to discover with yourself what is it that makes you tick, what activity can you leverage on and do it very well, and then just as we were saying backstage, make money out of it, because that's the cocoa, right?
That is the cocoa.
And so in making this plan, you have to first of all discover yourself. I keep talking about self-discovery because sometime last year I trained some group of girls, young graduates, and then the first question I asked them is, tell me about yourself. What do you think about
That's
yourself?
the toughest question to answer, isn't it?
95% of them said they don't know.
Wow.
They don't know. That's the reality. And I was so touched. I said, okay, you know what? Go home, ask your parents, ask your friends, what do you think about me? What is it you think I can do very well? What is it you think I have a knack for? What talent do you think I possess that I can harness and be able to do something meaningful and lucrative out of it? And then we came back the second day. Bunch of talents we have in that room. But unfortunately, they do not know what they have inside of them. And really, that's the greatest percentage of problem we have amongst youth today. We have bundle of talents roaming the street, but they don't know what they can do. Some of them actually do know what they can do, but nobody had really tried to help them, harness their potential.
Do you think it's a societal problem where people who are seen to do a particular thing or have a particular talent will seem to excel more than others? So everybody tries to force themselves along a particular path. You think that's the problem?
There's tendency for that bandwagonism. Of course, it's funny, but there's a trend of career dream that they call celebrity.
Yes.
Every young person wants to be a
celeb.
celebrity. And then I keep on asking, who, what, how do you become a celebrity? But I believe that no matter the name you call it, the best thing is being able to use what you have positively. And of course, when we are talking about talent, talent is never enough because you have to work hard at it. And that's why in setting goal for the new year, you have to tell yourself that it's not enough. We talked so much about it last year. Goal setting, now is the time to achieve those goals. And so hard work comes in. It's not enough to have goals, it's not enough to have talents, but are you willing to work hard at it? That's what differentiates the one person from the other, because the other person is willing to brave it and stand up in the dark, so to speak, because when you're drawing your goal, it's like you're dreaming, but as I said, the difference is that you're able to visualize it and pen it down. Otherwise, it's just a mere wish, which would not come true. And it helps you to be focused, so you can always stop, reaccess, reevaluate, and then remobilize to be able to achieve your goal. And one of the most important things to do in achieving your goal is effective communication. Because first of all, there has to be an intra-communication whereby you're able to crystallize your ideas, articulate what it is that you want. And when you do that, you now be able to sit back and say, okay, am I going towards the right direction? Am I really moving as I should? And then in terms of time frame, we talked about being able to make sure that it's a smart goal.
Before you go into that SMART goal, you mentioned earlier about self-discovery, and you said it's really very important. Although we're talking about getting our business plans for 2018 right, self-discovery is also very important. You have to discover yourself first before. There was a question you asked. You said you asked your girls, tell me about yourself. Now, when asked that kind of question, what is the normal answer? What is expected of people when that question is being asked?
Okay, well, you have to be able to, in 10 seconds, be able to say, I am so. I always say, signpost your name. For instance, I am Chiamaka Bobby-Umeano. That's your name. Own it. And then, what is it about you? You can now begin to say, I love dancing. I have a knack for handcraft. And then I believe that I have a potential to become the best Nigerian designer, for instance. At least I can easily say, okay, I have this girl who is creative, who is talented, and her name is. You've been able to more or less market yourself, signpost yourself, your name, and then make yourself unforgettable. And even open for opportunities, because fine, I'm done with them, but as I'm here today, perhaps someone says, I need someone who can do some creative things, handcraft for me. I can easily think, oh, I met this girl somewhere.
That's the point I'm going to get to straight away, because you will definitely identify an identity crisis with a number of people, youths, big problem, don't even know what their names are. I used to have the joke way back when we used to read the news, and some people just read the entire thing and they put someone else's name and they even read the person's name. I just realized you just read another person's name. But getting your business plan right, another area of confusion for many people. They've gone past their identity, knowing who they are and what they can do, but to put that into a document form, big problem. Great confusion, can't go forward with that. What would you advise the easiest way for people who've gone past the interview question, who you are and what you can do, to putting this on paper and even being able to convince people that they can deliver? Well,
you said easiest way. Easiest way is to be empowered. And empowerment means either getting trained or making yourself available for probably getting videos or books, or even learning from someone who believes is doing it right. Could be a mentor, could be a boss or a superior in any setting. But basically, you need to understand that in achieving or setting your goal, the uniqueness, I want to use that word, the you-ness, so to speak, has to come to fore, because it's all about you. You have the vision. You know where you are heading to. So by the time you're able to acquire knowledge from all these angles, then you personalize it, you individualize it, make it your own, and then find the best possible way to achieve it. Because for the fact that we have personality differences, what works for you may not work for me. If in achieving your goal, you're the kind of person that works well under pressure, and you set goal for this January, you've not even started. And of course, with your kind of personality or temperament, you can easily, towards the end of the month, achieve it in a fire brigade manner. Now, if I'm the type that hates any type of pressure, I need to start on time. I need to prepare. I need to keep reminding myself that I need to get to this destination. I have to recognize that and begin on time to avoid any form of crash work. And it helps. And then it helps you to be more focused. It helps you to be more articulate. It helps you to achieve more within the time frame you've set for yourself. And then again, it's always important to undergo what we call SWOT analysis. You have to recognize the strength I talked about and your weakness, and then the available opportunities. What is it that I can do differently and achieve different results? Because of course you don't keep doing the same thing and tell yourself that it's not working, it's not working. Move out of your comfort zone, think out of the box, and then you get a different result. And then the last but not the least is the threats available. Of course, you're not the only person that needs to make money this year. I personally want to make big money. And so you have to recognize competitions around. If you feel that your business is the best, you have to think again, because what we see really is people sometimes who don't have ideas, but they are good at imitating or copying or cloning as it is. So if I discover that your, what we call pure water, for instance, the sachet water is moving, I can sit by the corner and, okay, analyze it very well and then modify it and come up with better business ideas.
Preparing a business plan, you have an idea of what direction you want to go, but how much does the economy, your present circumstance and the factors around you play a part in you picking the right form of business in 2018?
Well, challenges are the realities of life. And if you keep thinking of those challenges, the fear, the anxiety, the insecurities, the not so good economy, probably you may not be able to step out and take risk. And business is about risk.
So you're all about risk 100%.
Exactly. Take the risk. Take the risk. I still have to refer to the darkness. Okay, as we are here, light goes off. Of course, if you decide to stand up and stumble to struggle out of here, tendencies are you're going to either bump into the stable.
Since I know the table, I'll just step over the table.
Well, for the first instance, everywhere will still be dark.
Well, because I've sat in this studio for many years, I would know that there's a table.
Okay,
I might encounter a problem there.
Okay, well, that's still the experience. That means you're experienced. Now, of course, you know your terrain very well. Yeah. But let's assume you are a newbie or a rookie here. You wouldn't stand up immediately. You, first of all, sit, and within a few minutes, you discover that your eyes will adjust. There will be a ray of light from somewhere. You may not identify where, but after some minutes, you discover that you'll be able to tell that there's a furniture here, and then you find your way around it. So it's the same with business challenges. In looking at the economic situation, the insecurities, the lack of opportunities, as it were, even though there are opportunities, you're likely to, first of all, sit back, reevaluate, focus well before you venture out.
All right.
And that's the essence of the planning. And you'll be able to recognize all these things we've mentioned and then be able to make sure that whichever goal or plan you're making is achievable. Don't build castle in the air.
Absolutely.
Thank you so much. I've learned so much from you already. One of it is begin on time and then write down your dreams so that you try to materialize them.
Certainly.
Thank you so much.
Just to add, with the Dan Oswald words, in doing this, the effective communication is necessary because you need to be able to let people internally and externally understand your vision and where you are going to. And it has to be hot from Dan Oswald. That means it has to be honest, it has to be open, and it has to also be able to make sure that it is a two-way communication.
All right, and then the SMART and the SWOT analysis will also
Comes
put in,
in. Very key.
in the fore. Thank you so much,
Thank you.
Chiamaka Bobby-Umeano. She is a media consultant talking to us about getting it right, getting our business plans right for 2018. Thank you for being part of the show today.
Thank you so much for having me.
All right. We'll let Chiamaka go play the blind man's buff.
And make the money.
You know?
Oh, yeah,
You know?
very
Go
necessary,
play.
but of course, the money, yeah, but
Absolutely.
again.
Yeah, it's been a while I played the blind man's buff. You play the blind man's buff and find out where the tables and chairs are.
We're going to play it after the show. We're going to play it after the show.
You can see who's the king of the game. All right, take a quick break. We come back. We're going to talk about education and just how the schools are doing in the rural areas. Right after this, please do stay with us.